Mic check 1 2. It's the Y2K collector, and boy, it was a crazy day. But I did get to pass by one of my local Game Stops, and they had some retro games there. Some pretty cheap but good quality games to pick up and add to the collection. I haven't really found a whole lot these past couple weeks, and I've been kind of careful with my Switch pickups. These pickups were about $9 to $7 a piece. So these are pretty good. We'll talk about it. First one up is Batman Forever. I remember having this game, playing this game a while back when I had the Super Nintendo, like in my teens. This is not my favorite Batman game at all. There are, I think, there's 3 Batman games on the Super Nintendo, if I'm not mistaken. If there are more, you can let me know down in the comments. But you've got The Adventures of Batman and Robin, you've got Batman Returns, and then you have this Batman Forever game. Now, I think there's a Batman Revenge of the Joker. I think that's also a Batman. I'm not sure if that was NES or Super NES. Like I said, you guys let me know down in the comments. But out of all of them, if I had to rank them, for me, I'm a sucker for beat 'em ups. So Batman Returns is like kind of up there because even though Batman Returns on the Sega Genesis is horrible, on the Super Nintendo, it's actually a pretty decent beat 'em up because that one was made by Konami. So that one's decent. But then you've got The Adventures of Batman and Robin, which is just really good music, amazing graphics for sure. And the level design is nice. It's kind of a side-scrolling beat 'em up in a way. I would have to say, I'm gonna edge it out to The Adventures of Batman and Robin just because of the graphics, the music, and the gameplay. But Batman Returns is a close second just because it's a solid beat 'em up. But this was a decent pickup. Again, this is like $9. Not mad at it. Label was in decent shape, so went ahead and added this one. Next one that we added. Now, Ninja Gaiden seems to be like a really popular thing this year. I mean, I'm hearing about new Ninja Gaiden games coming out. Not only, I know there's a 2D side scroller, like a 2D platforming Ninja Gaiden game coming out. I feel like I heard that there was another 3D Ninja Gaiden game coming out, and then we have a 2D platforming Shinobi game coming out. So this is just the year of the ninja, and I do have Ninja Gaiden Sigma 3, Razor's Edge. So I was like, you know what? Every time one of these falls into my collection, I always wind up weeding it out. But I think I'm going to start hanging on to these Ninja Gaiden games. I do have Ninja Gaiden Black on the original Xbox. I think that was, I don't know if that's the only way to play Ninja Gaiden Black. I don't know if it was part of any of the other compilations, because I know they have like the Ninja Gaiden trilogy on the Switch. That's another way that you could easily just get all 3 games on one cart, but I'm a sucker for the manual. I'm still old school. Yes, I like to have my manuals, and this one did come complete from GameStop, so went ahead and added it. Usually these Ninja Gaiden games are super clean. They're really clean. Like I rarely run into a Ninja Gaiden game that's like messed up. I don't know why, but these are always really clean. And then last pickup here is Metal Gear Solid 2 Subsistence. Or Substance. Sorry, what am I saying? Yeah, Substance. Sorry. So Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. I feel like I have this game for the PlayStation 2. When I was in GameStop, I wasn't sure. I was like, do I have this game for the PlayStation 2 or do I not? And I felt like I did, so I went ahead or I felt like I didn't rather, so I went ahead and snagged it up. I don't often run into original Xbox games at my local GameStop that I feel like are, really worth snagging. But these are some solid, like, cheap titles. Games that I added to the collection. They'll definitely go in there. And there's some good stuff on GameStop's website as well. If it seems like they tend to post any like trade-ins or any new inventory. It seems like they tend to post it on like Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights. Because I was on there the other night and I saw that they had like Mario Party 3 and Mario Party 2. They had a bunch of Game Boy games like Wario Land 2, Metroid 2, Return of Samus, Donkey Kong Jr. They had a bunch of NES stuff. So they have a lot of cartridge-based games on their website. I also saw like what is it? Revenge of Shinobi, I think, for the Sega Genesis. So saw that on their website as well. Just a bunch of different things, a bunch of different items that you may want to go on there and check out. It's tough, man. You know, these are like, I don't want to, we're not in the dog days of winter yet. I want to say like we're right in the thick of winter. For those of you who are lucky enough to live, you know, closer to the equator, in those southern states, in those, you know, southwestern states, if you're in Arizona, you know, if you're in Nevada, if you're in California, if you're in Florida, Texas, even though I heard Texas got smacked with some cold the other day, I heard this morning it was like 30 something degrees in Texas. I don't know what the deal is with that. I mean, you guys have been getting some pretty cold weather lately. That's like Northeast territory, but um if you're in a part of the country where you know you don't have to deal with like harsh winters, then you're blessed. It's rough out here. I know sometimes when you guys hear these videos, you can hear the wind howling in the background. That's just, you know, the wind is howling. It's fierce. It's snowing right now, again. And it's just some of the things that we deal with, and it kind of makes, you know, game hunting tough. You know, the Switch games can still easily be found, like I said, at most major retailers. You can go into Target, you can go into Walmart, you can go into Best Buy, but they're not going to really carry the Switch games that I'm looking for. And so I feel like to a degree, I kind of have to search for the Switch games I want in the same places that I would shop for like retro games to a degree. GameStop does have some of those games that I'm kind of looking for, but you know, when it comes to like Best Buy and stuff like that, they tend to have like the, you know, the AAA titles, the games that I'm just not super into. And so that's kind of why it's been a little bit challenging adding to the Switch collection. I didn't get a chance to hit up Best Buy last weekend, and like I said, this week has just been crazy between work and just errands and just general housekeeping stuff that I had to take care of. It's been tough. I haven't even been able to put out as many videos as I typically do. I like to give you guys at least two a day, if I can, three a day. But it's just been really, really busy. And then I have a busy week ahead. But I do have something really cool happening next week. Next week, I am going to be doing a little bit of traveling for work. And so I'll be going, I think, to a smaller city. And so I may just pull, you know, maybe like a little bit of a road trip. I might see if I can hit up some Game Stops along the way, maybe hit up some game stores. I may carry my war chest with me to see if I can, you know, take some of this stuff with me to do some trades. So we're gonna see what I can finagle next week, if I can do anything at all. Couple things that are on my hot items list are the black Sega Sports Dreamcast controller. I do want to get that to complete my to complete the Dreamcast set that I have, the complete in box set. So I do have that on my radar. I do have a couple of NES games that are on my radar as well. But yeah, just trying to make a couple retro moves as well as see what's there out there for me uh, with the Switch. But it is a little tough right now. Winter is always tough, but we'll see what we can make happen. Let me know what you've been picking up, if you have been picking anything up. I know the other week I talked about how some of these prices are crazy. It feels like GameStop in some ways is like the last hope. But if you've been able to find anything, let me know down in the comments. I'll catch you in the next video. It's the Y2K Collector. Take it easy.